This is not the video I had planned on doing today, but then Crystal did this tag and she tagged me in it, and so here we are. Hello everybody, my name is Danny and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the All Hallows Write Tag. Crystal did this a couple of days ago. It's actually the same day that I'm filming this that hers went up, but that's the magic of filming. And so I was watching it and I'm like, wow, this seems really cool. And then she tagged me in it and I'm like, I gotta do it. So I am pushing back the tags that I was going to do and I'm doing this one instead. And basically there are 10 questions that are about your characters and going to a hypothetical Halloween party, and you just answer them, and it's a really fun tag, so I'm just going to get going with it. So I'm actually going to be doing this for my project Revelry, which is what I'm going to be working on for NaNoWriMo. I will be going through all of my beta feedback. If I remember to, I will link that announcement video in the description of this so you can go watch it. I have several videos on my channel about this project because I first started working on it for Nano 2020. So if you just search Revelry on my channel, you can probably find a bunch of videos. And I'm just really excited because there's a massive cast of characters and they're all so fun, and I really enjoyed putting them in for these questions. So the first question is, it is Halloween night. What is your main character dressed as? And my main character's name is Georgie, and she's a very shy, keeps to herself kind of girl, and I really feel like she would not go for some outstated Halloween costume, nothing extravagant. She would probably dress as one of her favorite book characters, and her favorite genre is like classic gothic novels, so probably just go to the school's theater department and borrow a Victorian style dress. Very easy for her, not a whole lot of work, but still looking pretty fun for the night. Question 2 is, who is the character that would show up to the costume party without a costume? And I don't think any of my characters would go completely without a costume. At the very least, they would put on like cat ears or something. But I feel like Damien would fit this the most because he's the kind of guy who would just throw on a sports jersey and say that's his costume. Number 3 is, which character would have the most outrageous costume, and what would that costume be? And this would for sure be Aura. She would have an angel costume with like the beautiful white gown and gigantic wings with some sort of mechanism in them so that they would actually move. Like, she would put all of the effort into this costume. Question 4 is, werewolves, vampires, and zombies are on the prowl. Which one of them goes after which characters? And so I put more thought into this than I should have. So basically, in my thought process, werewolves go after the big guys because they like fighting, and so those would be Damien and Ollie. They are definitely both bigger guys. And then vampires tend to go for the opposite. They don't want to fight, they just want an easy victim, and something that seems like an easy victim. So for this, I put Vincent because he is a wheelchair user, and you know, some ableist vampire douchebag would just see him and be like, oh yeah, that's an easy target. Would not be an easy target at all. And I feel like zombies don't really put thought process and they just really go for whoever's closest. So basically everyone at the party. Number 5 is, who wins the prize for best costume, and if it's not Aura, it's definitely River. They would put so much effort into like special effects makeup and everything. You know, if they had like horns, they would not just get a headband, they'd have the ones that you like attach to your face and like all this really cool stuff. They definitely have the skills to pull it off. Number 6 is, who hands out toothbrushes and toothpaste to the poor trick-or-treaters, and I would say Ollie. He's the kind of guy who would make little goodie bags, and so it would have a couple pieces of candy in there, but it would also have like the travel-sized toothpaste and everything because oral care is important, and while you can have candy, you also gotta take care of your teeth. Number 7 is, which two characters would pair up and do an angel devil costume combo, and without even looking at the questions, I had said Aura would do an angel costume, and I really think River would be her counterpart and they would be the devil costume, and they would both go so far with this. They would be the show stealers. Everyone would be looking at them all night. Number 8 is, which character is too scared to even go to the costume party, and I wouldn't say that they're too scared, but I really feel like Lourdes and Ailani wouldn't really enjoy going to this sort of thing. They are more the type to show up, have a drink, you know, socialize a little bit just for appearance's sake, and then leave and go see a movie or something much more low-key than a big party. Number 9 is who overdoses on candy, and this is for sure Noemi. She has a major sweet tooth, and she would be in a coma before all of the guests even arrive. Like, she just loves sugar so much. Number 10, the final question is who puts a hex on someone? And this is definitely Clara. She'd probably be dressed up as a witch anyway, going around hexing all of the people who annoy her, which is really a long list of people. And that was all of the questions. I had such a good time doing this. I actually think I might be able to fit a real Halloween party into my book. I have been thinking about how I'm going to change it and like add scenes because I am moving my inciting incident a little bit in the book, and my like big break into Act 3 is also being pushed way later, so I have this big span in the middle where I can fit things, and I think a Halloween party would fit perfectly because it is that time of year, and I just think it would be a really fun time. I've already got some ideas brewing, so thank you very much for tagging me in this, Crystal. I had a great time, and I am excited to go back to working on these characters. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. You can subscribe to my channel for more content, and that way I will see you in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.